Yeah, I was talking more personal stuff, so recording was not the thing to do.
We
But
could.
now it's okay.
No. The point of a content creator is to have your entire life on recording, so that if something like dripping and drama happens,
I'm gonna fuck it AC.
You just got it.
Yeah. Yeah, that way when one of us does get canceled, somebody can sift through every single episode of Bark Bark Meow and get a 5-second clip out of context and like use that as more evidence.
Yeah, actually, it'll be whoever the two of us that aren't canceled will use that as a reasoning to be like, yeah, that's why we never liked them.
Yeah.
We'll I give you.
Person.
Are we recording now?
Solace sucks.
Yeah, we're recording.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I give you guys on record full permission that when I get canceled, publicly you can be like, I never liked them. Fuck that bitch. But privately, just give me a like. I don't mean any of it, Ruby. We're still friends.
Fucking Ruby,
hey, yo,
you know
fuck that bitch. Ruby, are you okay, man?
I know this. It's just
Ruby,
a really
you know
tough
this
shit.
isn't fucking me.
Block me on main and DM me on private. The worst thing I could say it on recording. Like the worst thing I ever did was I was really good friends with Lucky Coyote. Like that was.
Wow.
You were associated with somebody who did something bad years ago. Canceled. There's no redeeming whatsoever. There's nothing you can do. By the way, I'm a TikTok furry.
I was friends with Cum Pizza Guy. Ooh.
No, you were.
With
I was invited to that party. I did the smartest thing.
I was also invited to the Cum Pizza party.
I just didn't show up, motherfucker.
I woke up at a friend's house and checked Twitter that morning. That's where I was.
That's how like far and wide that net was spread. And this is remind you the person that took our RV for a night and for like 2.5 hours, we didn't know where our fucking ride home was. And this is not fun. And considering two of the people were using the RV as the place they were staying at, who suddenly didn't have a room that night.
Yeah.
It was a clusterfuck. And so all this shit starts going down. I was gonna go downstairs and like have a night, and then I get on like my phone and I'm seeing all this shit in like in the group chat. We're like, what's going on? We're not getting any answers, and I'm like freaking out, panicking in my room. And my boy Rigby. Oh, Rigby, you're a you know Rigby. Pyro's
Rigby is a hero.
Yeah, you know Rigby.
Yeah, I don't know anybody.
Rigby knows Rigby. Rigby hits me up and goes, look, I know you're having a really bad night. If you want, you come down to the bar. We have drinks. We hang, and I will make it a better night. And I was like contemplating it really hard, and then I said, fuck it, and I did.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
I need more of the favorites besides the golf clap up here because it's like all I use now. Guys, they did it! They added dog sniff!
Oh my god. That was
shout out to the Discord for every time I've got a fucking random idea and I'm like, hey guys, could you add a sound effect for me? And next time I'm online, it is right there.
Dude, they're just on it.
Please join the Bark Bark Meow Discord. It's free and it's just a good time.
It is a good time.
It is definitely a good time. There's the free Patreon you can join. But you can also join monetarily if you want to support us and see the channel grow. And the reason why we're kind of talking stories like this is because today's episode of the Bark Meow.
Oh,
meow!
I didn't know if I was gonna wait.
I'll just go fuck myself, Solace.
Both of you can go fuck yourselves and then come back and tell me how it was.
Okay, yeah.
Right. She's a bad lay.
We'll meet back.
But yeah, we're gonna talk about Anthrocon, but more specifically, since it's gonna be probably the largest con of the year until MFF happens.
I think it might be bigger than MFF this year.
Well, I don't think it's. I think it's gonna do the trend where this Anthrocon will beat last MFF, but this coming MFF will be bigger than the Anthrocon of this year, and it's just gonna keep repeating, which is a great thing to have, except for. There's a whole video out there that Beta just did, and there's some things to look at the exponential growth of Furry and how that's bad for the conventions that you can go check out. And we may break it down on this, like maybe we can watch it and do a little breakdown, or maybe it could just be an episode where we talk about it.
I recommend
this Friday's stream.
Ooh.
I recommend going to smaller cons. I think smaller cons are underappreciated.
So it's a catch-22, and I understand why. Going to Anthrocon or MFF, which has been the big two, makes sense because, especially when it comes to even foreign furs, those are the ones people want to go to because that's where the majority of people are going to be at one time. And so you have a better chance of seeing those friends that, especially if it's an international fur, you're going to be able to see as more of your American friends there than choosing a smaller con where you're only going to go for one or two. You know what I mean?
I will say this. Oh, go ahead.
That makes sense, right? Where like you're just going to have a better chance of running into more people.
I don't recommend Anthrocon if you are an out of country fur, and my reason is there are just so many hotels that people tend to get like. If you are an out of country fur, I recommend FWA because it really is condensed to that one hotel, and you will run into people you know because it is so huge. But Anthrocon, it's very easy to get sucked into one of those hotels and just never leave. MFF too. I think MFF and Anthrocon.
I like MFF fun. Just because of Chicago O'Hare. I was
gonna say, like, we kind of gotta start including FWA in all of these discussions, considering the showing they had this year.
Yeah. FWA was wild this year. Like, it was fun.
Just attendance got up there, and it's that's a big thing. If you're an American fur and you have this luxury of being an American, where you have a lot better chance of going to multiple cons, because there's
or at least I know I'm free.
Sorry, so let's go on.
Yeah,
I had to stop for the America. Sorry,
we were just everybody hand on your heart.
Fucking. I've been talking for a while, so I'm going to go through this. But the whole point being is, America has a lot more cons to go to. So I suggest if you can, go to one of the more local cons. A couple thousand people, still a lot of people. It's a lot of fun, a lot of things you can do. The bigger cons are overwhelming, but obviously you have a lot more ability to usually run into a lot more friends, especially ones that you see online. And there's like never not something to do at AC, MFF, and stuff.
That's what we wanted to talk about at this one, because this will be the episode before Anthrocon. So if you're going, we wanted to give some suggestions. But honestly, my suggestion for cons,
no afterbark next week, by the way, because we're gonna be at a fucking con. So
this week, yes. Next week, no.
Even dicey on the premiere.
Right? This comes out on Friday, right?
This comes out this Friday. Anthrocon is next week. So next episode, no afterbark. This episode will have an afterbark, and you better be there because this will be on the test. This will all be on the test.
This is on the test.
Yeah. What is?
There's also a new one. Let me try this out. There's a new.
Oh boy.
There's a new sound effect. Yes!
Oh
always
my God,
the crowd. Oh!
That's amazing. Cons in general. I actually have something I want to say about, because we were talking about big cons versus little cons.
Oh, yeah, and we're talking about that stuff.
Yeah. And I've been to 2 conventions. I went to Spokanthro 2019. That hasn't come back because COVID's a bitch. That had, I want to say, 248 people. And then I went to Furlandia 2023, and that had, just over 1,000 people. So I've been to 2 fairly small conventions.
Yes.
Anthrocon is that's a big step up, and I'm a little
probably
anxious.
Going to be at 15K or more.
Yeah, I'm really anxious about that because
my first convention was Rocky Mountain FurCon, but my second convention ever was Anthrocon, and I was still a minor.
See, Argo's first convention was Anthrocon in I want to say 2020. It was recent, but his second con was Furlandia, and it's one of those where you guys know about the multiple choice fallacy, or more choices. The more choices you have, the less happy you are with the choice you made.
Yes.
Yeah.
You second guess the choice you make. If you're giving between 2 options, it's better than 6 options, because you're always going to wonder what the other 5 were maybe the better option to go to.
Exactly. And I'm worried about that with Anthrocon, because there's going to be 1,000,001 things going on, and 1,000,001 things, a bunch of people there, a bunch of friends I want to meet, and I'm not going to be able to do it all. Whereas Furlandia, I did everything I wanted to there.
You're going to be fine. Anthrocon's, it's not like what you think you're thinking it is. There are going to be opportunities missed out, but you're not even going to have time to worry about it, because you're going to be having so much fun doing other shit.
Hell yeah.
So my advice, which is pertinent to that, is if you are a newer con goer, everyone I know who's been to more than 5 cons no longer gets butthurt if someone doesn't make an event. Even if you like meet up with your friend, like Solus and I, if I'm like, Solus, you're coming to King's Cup, right? And we're both like, yes, 100% I'm coming to King's Cup. That is still a 50-50 chance that either of us will be there.
Actually, I think King's Cup is the one thing I try to make because I know I'm going to catch you there and I'm going to catch some other of our mutual friends there.
Yeah.
So I know it's going to be a good time, right? And outside of that, though, it's very like I may or may not see Ruby, period.
Yeah.
Anthrocon, that is a problem with Anthrocon is there's the convention. It's kind of like MFF where there's the convention center, which is separate from the hotel, which is it's a good thing and a bad thing because obviously it spreads it out. And that means the main hotel isn't as bogged down because it's like the hotel, like at TFF, if it's still where it was in the basement. All the convention center stuff was in the basement of the main hotel. So that clogs everything up, right?
Yeah.
So you have to walk a little bit further. It makes it a little bit more spread out. But because it's spread out, like that's the thing. There's people that are seeing me on TikTok, which is like the new people are seeing me. They're like, oh, I want to see you at Anthrocon. And the problem with that is like, if we could be out and about, I could post like everybody does. You post saying, "Oh, I'm going out to the convention center" or something, right? But say I walk outside and you stay on the indoor route, we never run into each other, and you could be in the opposite places at the running around the whole 4 days, 5 days, you're there, however long you're there, and still not see each other. It's fucking crazy.
I notice I get on tracks with people. Like if if I see a group. And I've seen them twice, and we just end up on the same schedule. Those people are the people I'm going to end up hanging out with. But if you're trying to hang out with somebody and you're not on the same schedule, it's going to be like, hey, I just woke up. You want to do breakfast? Oh, we're just getting back from breakfast. You want to do lunch? Oh shit, I've already got lunch plans. Like, and they're like, okay, so we're never going to see each other. Cool.
Yep, that happens. That's why I'm crazy. I usually don't get up any later than 10 a.m. I'm usually up by 9 a.m.
I don't sleep.
Yeah.
No sleep.
I know. Ruby's an enigma.
Just 3 days, no sleep, see as many people as I can.
Jesus.
But yeah, so that's what I do is I'm up till 2, 3 a.m. and I get up. I get the 6 hours of sleep you're supposed to get typically. There's sometimes I don't. But the rest of that time I do typically spend out of my hotel room. I usually always have Solace with me. I'm not necessarily wearing him, but I do have him just in case something cool happens or somebody wants to get a picture and has been looking for me.
Yeah.
I'm just out. I'm out with Solace for like fucking 18 hours. It's a lot. But yeah, that's a me thing. You're definitely not required to do so. And yeah, starting off with like advice. I want to say advice in general. I'm gonna put it aside for a second. For Anthrocon in specific, for all y'all who are super excited to go to Anthrocon this year, first years or not, it's Pittsburgh in fucking July. Water. They sell them at the dealer's den, but you can get them at Walmart right the fuck now. Battery operated like necklace fans.
Yes.
Go get them now because they will charge you twice the price at the dealer's den to get them, which if you don't have one, go to the fucking dealer's den and get one. It's worth it. Those fans are awesome. They're not a necessity, but they really do help. And again, it's Anthrocon. Hot. Listen to your fucking body. You're starting to feel a little weak. You're starting to feel a little hot and you stop sweating. Go to shelter, please. Yeah. Go take your head off. Go get water. Take care of yourself. Because the worst thing you can do at any event, period, is go so hard that you end up in the hospital or you end up passing the fuck out and dealing with heat exhaustion and stuff, and you're laid up for a day or longer. I've had friends who've done it, and it is a massive regret because you put yourself out of commission for a big portion of your vacation.
Let yourself sweat. Sweating is healthy.
Oh hell yeah! And don't be. I know we're big huggers in the furry fandom. I love it. You're gonna get some sweat on you if you hug people. It's true.
It's after Saturday, and if you're like, oh hey, and you reach out for the hugs, like, and a fursuit is moist, you just take it on the chin.
It's gross. It's gross, but just like if you're gonna do it, that's a conscious decision you're making.
That's
just
right.
know that. So I really wanted to point that out for Anthrocon. Actually, fuck it. While I'm doing this, we should be in the 9-day forecast now. On what's Pittsburgh looking like?
Holy shit!
I know we're getting wolf bark.
Wait, no, I don't. We're like, I think we're like 12 or 13 days away from Anthrocon.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the 10-day really quick. The 10-day coming into, well, shit, it goes all the way out. There's supposed to be some showers on. Oh no.
Oh,
There's
is it gonna rain?
Wait, where'd it go? Why did that do that?
Shot, it's gonna rain.
There looks like there could be some. Well, it's 10 days out, so it's over 10 days out, so it could move. Ooh, it's definitely gonna. Oh, it's gonna rain a lot.
No.
Oh no.
Oh no. July 4th, few showers. Friday the 5th, scattered thunderstorms. Saturday, scattered thunderstorms. Sunday, AM showers. Monday, mostly sunny. Our best day. I will say this: the lows are down in the 70s and like 69. That's gonna be delicious. But every day it's still supposed to hit like 90. So like high 80, 90. So it's still gonna be toasty. Fuck, that kind of sucks. That is going to be one of the most interesting Anthrocons because usually it's pretty fucking dry. It's been honestly, even out here, it's been kind of wet for June, like late June.
Bro, it better. I'm going to be so sad, dude. No.
No, because some of the best nights, okay, showers early, then scattered thunderstorms developing later in the day. Friday night, Saturday, scattered thunderstorms in the evening, then variable clouds overnight. That's fine. If you scattered, dude, scattered thunderstorms but it's gone by sunset or like sundown, like 8, 9 o'clock, we're fucking great because that means it's just gonna be cool and we can go out and hit the riverfront and drink and have a good time. Hell yeah! All right, but you know what? This is still like 12 days out, so it could still be a problem. Hey, great advice. Pay the fuck attention to the weather. You know what you're getting into.
Yeah, no, the water thing is super important. As someone who doesn't handle heat very well, like whenever I drink enough water, I'm usually fine. Because like during Pride, I suited for like 4 hours straight, and I drank enough water. I had the fursuit fan. Balaclavas is another really big thing because that separates the sweat away from your suit.
Can I give a testimony to that really quick?
Can I throw one last thing real quick? Under Armour, personally, I didn't like it, but I know a lot of people swear by it. I wore Under Armour to Spokanthro and had to throw it away by day 2 because that thing was so fucking gross.
Well, you need multiple pairs.
Yeah. You need Under Armour and you need multiple pairs. And remember, Under Armour is good for your fursuit. All the sweat.
That's what I was gonna say. Yep.
Yeah.
That's in the Under Armour. It's not in your fursuit.
Yes.
Yep.
Exactly.
So sorry, Misha, but yes, Under Armour. Get 3 tops and 3 bottoms for sure, especially if you're going to be there for more than 3 days.
Yeah.
Oh, 3 tops, 3 bottoms per day.
Not per day.
I'm a per day person.
Maybe 2, but like.
But my big thing has always been the first pair that you run through. If you give it a good rinse off in the shower or the sink, and give it good squeegee out. I'm talking about. What do you call that?
Rinse and
what do you call? It's not rinse it out, but you know how you when you twist the
ring it out.
Ring it out. Yeah.
Ring it out really good, and you can put it up. And typically, you have fursuit fans or fans for your heads and stuff. If you do it the first day, by the third to fourth day, that's plenty dried out and good.
I have 3 tips for that.
I always rotate that out, but yes, go for it.
So tip number 1 is go if they have a swimming pool. Sometimes the swimming pools have swimsuit dryers, and those work on your Under Armour. Ooh. Tip number 2 is if you need to dry anything out quickly. This includes like something that you got spilled on that you needed to rinse out, or your Under Armour. Put a towel down and wring it out put a towel flat, lay your garment flat, and then roll up the towel and then wring it out in the towel. The towel will actually take more water out of it than just regular wringing it out. Tip number 3, if it smells bad, it's dirty. Period.
Yes.
What you're smelling is bacteria, and bacteria puts off a bad odor, and if you can smell it, somebody else definitely can, because we actually have trouble smelling our own BO. It's right, because we're just used to it because it's around us all the time. So if you smell your garment and it smells a little bit, then it smells bad.
But yeah, I would suggest no less than 3 pairs, and just that method works well. Just worst case scenario, you don't full suit, but I know people really like the full suit. But like, it's just better for your fursuit not to.
No, I'm just gonna...
It does actually help wick away and helps your body sweat more, which helps keep your body temperature lower.
I have fursuited for 14 hours straight, and I have never gotten heat exhaustion.
I did my first fursuiting time. I went for like 14 plus hours, and I peeled it off like a second skin. It was incredibly fucking gross.
Yeah, no.
But
like...
I can only imagine, and this is what I was going to say. So I used to do a lot of fursuiting streams, and I can tell you right now, the difference between wearing a balaclava and not wearing a balaclava is the difference between getting sweat, a very sweaty head, and sweat in my eyes within, the sweaty eyes within 15 minutes of wearing a head, and like a couple hours.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, you don't think about it, but it helps catch that sweat on your forehead and it wicks it away. And it's insane how much that one piece, your head actually, they talk about this, and especially in winter times, like you want to keep your head covered in the winter because most of your heat is actually lost through the head. Yep. So if you put a goddamn foam insulation over it, you're going to fucking die. So balaclava is good.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Ruby.
Welcome back, Ruby! Woo! Ruby!
Thank you. Yeah! Wow, what a greeting! How about it? I lived, bitch!
Hey, this...
Oh, I meant just to cock the gun.
Fuck! Gun safety, Ruby!
And he's dead.
I see the light.
Is this thing loaded? Blast Solus in the chest? Oh, I guess it was!
Yes!
Oh shit, would you look at that?
Misha just goes over to him and they're like, is he alive?
Is he dead?
Why are you sniffing down there? I'm up here.
God.
Wolf.
My eyes are up here.
So yeah. Balaclavas are huge in how long you can A, last in suiting, and B, it's just more comfortable. And that's the other thing. People think about like, oh, I have to do this. Yes, but in you won't regret it. In the end, it's so much more comfortable for you, and especially at a hot ass con like Anthrocon. Like I said, it's gonna be a fucking, I guess, rainy Anthrocon, and it's still gonna be in the fucking 90s, which means it's gonna be moist.
Yeah. Yeah, that was I forgot that actually, like, when I first started suiting for Pride, I forgot to put the balaclava on. And within, like, 20 minutes, I was like, yo, this thing's getting kind of more... The balaclava! And I had to, like, dip behind something, because I didn't want to break the magic, and I had to, like, take the head off and put the balaclava on. And then I was fine for the rest of the time.
This is actually a perfect time for this episode to come out, because you still have time to, like, rush order some Amazon shit.
Yes.
So, there are these things called... They're like fans, but they're built into a hanger. And you may want to Google them or put them on Amazon. They're not incredibly expensive.
You mean like
these help?
Like a necklace, right?
No, like a hanger.
Like a hanger?
Like
like
you
afterwards. Oh, okay.
You hang up your bodysuit with
Got
this.
it. I do not have a bodysuit.
And the fan pulls the air through the suit and out the top. This will exponentially help dry your suit. I personally bring a bottle of Folex with me for emergency issues.
That's fair.
When it comes to maintaining the bodysuit, especially with being half white. You can also bring like kind of like the spray, like any like spray on like fabric cleaner. Is basically what we're saying, and a deodorizer for sure. Make sure it's not just a deodorizer. Make sure it actually helps kill bacteria for the inside of your suit. We're gonna get on the what you should do with Anthrocon being such a sweaty convention is gonna be awful. Let's do the little like what you need to do for your fursuit maintenance here.
Yes.
Good news is Dealer's Den. There's tons of fursuit makers, and if you have problems, there's usually somebody running around that can help you repair your stuff. That's another big thing to remember. You don't have to know a guy.
Like, they really should have a table that just like is for fursuit repairs.
Usually people do.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
So you'll have to pay attention.
Or have like
Ruby,
a little station.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. What's up? You should have good insight on this.
Repeat that last part.
Yeah, you fucking zoned out.
Is there any like fursuit repair stations.
I was sitting here listening, so I was just sitting here. I wasn't doing nothing. Now I'm so frustrated. You ever read a book and you have ADHD and you're like, I have to reread that. I just did that, but in real life.
You read the whole chapter and you're like, wait a minute.
I was just sitting here like with my hands folded. My hands are folded on the table, you guys.
It's crazy because you go back and reread the chapter and none of it's familiar, even though you just read it. Like you actually didn't read it, but you read all the words. Like it just like went straight past your eyes, just like
zero retainment.
Right.
But,
so that just happened, but in real life.
So yeah, Ruby, I was gonna say what I wanted to talk about is, since it's gonna be a pretty rough con, just general maintenance for fursuits. So I talked about like getting a deodorizer with like that actually kills bacteria, like you were talking about.
Yes, ask me all those questions. I've been to so many cons, you guys.
I have a suggestion.
So like I said, I bring Folex, and then I was gonna say, well, Misha was saying like there's like usually a fursuit, or is there a fursuit station like where you can get repairs done?
So yes and no. Sometimes cons have a little fursuit station. What you want to actually do is just go up to a maker. In fact, I repair fursuits at cons for beer money. I've always done that. Like I'll post on Twitter, hey, if you need a repair done, I'm available these hours. I'm in my room. It's usually when I'm like trying to relax, like and recoup some energy. And give me $5 and I'll do whatever you want.
So I said basically exactly that, and you just verified it, which is perfect.
You reread the page.
There you go.
Exactly what I wanted. That was like great. I was like, because I was so shocked you weren't jumping in to be like, yeah, I do that, which is why I called you out.
Yeah, you're just sitting here listening.
That's crazy. I know exactly what you're talking about, though. As a
that feeling of just sitting and listening, and then someone asks you, like when you said, "Ruby, are you here?" I'm like, "Yep, present," and then it's like, "Okay, what happened?" And I'm like, oh fuck, I don't know.
I was like, I was like, look, you're here, but
I retained none of the information.
Yeah, fursuit makers, they'll typically do it for some sort of fee. There were some places that it depends on if the people show up or not, that were doing stuff just for free or tips.
Yeah, I just do it for tips.
And it's because we're a great community, and nobody wants to see you not being able to wear your suit,
if
or
somebody
like
is offering it for free, you pay them anyway.
Yeah, tip them.
Yeah,
because
tip them.
I used to not do that anymore. Because one of my very first furry con, I knew how to sew, but I was still a minor, and somebody was holding their tail in the headless lounge. They were obviously really distraught about it, and my boyfriend at the time was like, "Oh, you know how to sew? You could go help them." And he's trying to encourage me to meet people. And I was like, "Okay." So I walk up, I'm like, hey, I can fix that for you. And he hands it to me. He doesn't say a word. I use the sewing kit. It took me an hour to sew this whole thing up, and I did a really good job. I gave it back to him, and he walked away without even saying thank you.
What the fuck? At the very least, if you can't tip, say thank you.
And I didn't do it for years since then, because I was like, wow, okay, that was a fucking waste of my convention.
At the very least, let them know, dude, you just, saved my whole weekend.
That's why I said beer money. Typically people would be like, hey, what do I owe you? And I'm like, nothing. And they're like, can I get you a drink? I'm like, sounds great.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And then we'll go to the dance floor.
Yeah, if you can't,
give me $5 for a beer.
I was gonna say, if you can't monetarily pay them, give them a sticker or something. Obviously, if they demand money, give them money. But if they're like, oh no, it's fine. Just at the very least, hand them a sticker. Give them something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's very
high
dependent.
Five and a thank you.
Ruby is tip me, or beer money, right? There are others that do have a set, hey, this is what I charge. So there's don't haggle either. If it's you gotta do what you gotta do. And typically, if you're looking for repairs, it's not good, and you're gonna want to do it anyways. So
yeah.
And like you were saying, you pay no matter what, even if they say, nah, don't worry about it. Do it anyways. It keeps incentivizing them. A, they deserve it, but B, it's a good incentivizing thing to be like, hey, you want to keep doing this.
Right, exactly.
Because like you said, eventually not getting paid could get them to the point where you know what, I don't want to do this. And we would rather have the more the merrier kind of thing with makers, because
exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes if I'm tired, I'll just post
it's
up at a table with my fursuit repair kit and put up a little sign and be like, repairs.
There you go.
Need.
That was my big thing. I think it was TFF 2019 that I went to. These two people set up in the headless lounge at TFF and just stayed there for the majority of the day, and were providing suit repairs for tips. That's all they were doing.
There you go.
And yeah, your advice. Sorry.
Yeah, getting back to keeping your fursuit clean and stuff, and like what counts as clean, like because almost every table I've seen sells fursuit sprays. Those are great. Those do not clean your suit.
That's right, they don't.
Yeah,
good point.
Because like I've got a little
Yes
thing
and no,
of
right?
like
No, they typically do not.
If
They
it
don't-
has alcohol in it, it'll help clean.
Well,
If it's not 90 proof, it's actually not killing bacteria.
Okay.
but also like usually the fursuit sprays that get sold in the dealer's den or whatnot, the ones in the little spray bottles, like you're not spraying those to clean the suit. That doesn't count as cleaning the suit. Just spraying your suit 50 times with that.
You're not allowed to just grab a can of Axe body spray or Old Spice and hit your fucking suit with it and then say, "Oh, it doesn't smell bad. It's clean."
Yeah.
Right.
Granted, okay, it's Axe, so arguably it still smells bad, but like it doesn't smell bad, quote unquote.
Okay, that's a funny actually gay story. So we were all getting ready to suit, and I always have a can of Axe body spray because a lot of my suits are males.
I saw your post.
Yeah. And someone said, just do tea already, Ruby. And I was like, my jaw hit the floor. And they're like, you want to smell like a little boy? Is that a Ruby? And I'm like, look, dude.
Oh my god.
They fucking cooked you.
I fucking missed that.
I axed my bodysuit, and they said, just do tea already, Ruby. And I was like,
I feel like every single like trans/cracking the egg story I've heard, it's always like the friends that are like, you're fucking trans, like just come out already, holy shit.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not trans. I just like boy things.
I just think about what it would be like if I was born a boy, you know?
And I think about it more than I exist as a girl. Yeah.
Like,
Are we cracking this egg, Ruby?
No, I'll tell you my egg
this
cracking
egg's on the
story.
damn floor. We've cracked a few eggs. This is a big omelet.
Nothing's gonna happen to me. I'm just cracked on the floor. Like, my egg cracking story. I've got two of them. One, I was talking to my trans friends, and they were telling me their like identity stories and stuff. And two of them were non-binary, and one of them was trans feminine. And I was like, yeah, but like we all wish we could have dicks, right? And all of them turned to me and they're like, "No, Ruby, I don't wish I could have a dick." And I was like, "What? We don't all think about that?" And they're all looking at me like, "No, Ruby." Most people don't think about that. I'm like, what?
I know you've told that story because it's like everyone's. Yeah. I'm sure everyone's like curious about it, but like that desire.
There's a difference. Yeah, there's a difference because even myself, like, of course, I would be curious as to having a female body for like a day, right?
Like
just to experience it, but. I am very comfortable being male. Yeah, so I don't have that desire. Like
I would chop off my left leg for a penis. I would have a peg leg. And a penis.
Would say that means you're trans.
Trans.
Trade a peg for another peg, if you know what I mean.
That's what I'm saying. I trade a limb for a limb.
So what you're saying is I'm really just gonna start treating you way more like a bro now. Second egg cracking story.
Yes.
I actually forget this one, but this was my true egg cracking moment. But I forget exactly what happened. But I remember who it was. It was my buddy Chomp Teeth. Shout out to you, Chomp Teeth. And we were in Chomper, yeah, and we were in LA, and they said something to me where I was like, "You get it?" Because like you're not exactly like cis, and they just kind of looked at me, and like I don't even remember the moment as well, but I do remember their face, and I remember it changing my fucking life. And they were like, "Yeah, you aren't either, Ruby." And I was like surprised Pikachu face.
Oh my god.
And I was like, what? They're like, you didn't know? God, I can't remember exactly what said. I'm gonna actually DM them and be like, hey, do you remember that? Because they remember that moment too. But they cracked my egg, and I still give them credit for it to this day.
Ruby,
I have a weird question.
Wait, first off though, Ruby, do we have to bleep that name?
I think their name is public.
Okay.
I have
bleep it just in case, but I'm pretty sure their name is.
I'm writing that down so I don't forget. Gary bleep name during cracking egg story. Ruby, do you have a ceiling fan on in your room?
I keep hearing something clicking.
Yeah, I do.
Can you turn it down one click? Because
it's already on one click. I'll turn it off.
Click. Yeah, sorry.
It's the you know when the ceiling fan swings and the light thing.
I know exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure it out until you mentioned ceiling fan, and I was like, "Yep, that's it."
Yeah.
Yeah, I turned it off.
Took me back to my childhood, man.
Oh, classic ceiling fan.
I don't want to deal with the homophobia anymore. What?
What? Oh, dude, yeah. They're like, oh, this is my dad. Yeah, he's homophobic. Oh.
Wait, this is my dad. He's homophobic.
Oh, he's geriatric.
I have a weird tangent. Not like a weird tangent, but so Rascal is officially like they, them, fox, no pronouns, no gender sort of deal, right?
A hole's a hole.
But yeah, basically. But like me, myself, as a person, and Misha, like I'm a guy. Misha's a guy. We're the dudes, we're the fellas. But as soon as I put on Rascal, like that all just melts away and doesn't matter. What's the prognosis about that one?
So I used to that could be gender fluid, but I used to classify myself as gender is dog.
See, because that's how it is with Rascal. Is like gender is just fox.
Yeah, gender is dog. Gender is fox. Yeah.
But like
that could be.
Myself,
if I saw you in Rascal and came up and said, "Who's a good girl?" what would happen?
As Rascal, I would probably just respond.
Well,
if you were like looking and talking to me.
Oh no, the whole point would be to.
Yeah, we'll have to experiment with that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to work at AC a little bit.
Oh, God. Am I getting trained at AC?
Here's how you find out if you got like just get high as balls, get in Fursuit, and then let people talk to you. And if you get like feelings when someone, oh my God!
All right, so at AC, all three of us, we get high.
Let's
we call
go.
each other every pronoun in the book, and
dude, let's go. Yeah, let's just puppy, and that's how Mason figured out. Like they're kind of into the pup play stuff.
See, puppy's not that bad. I really like puppy, but like good boy, I'm finding that doesn't hit. Good fox, that's good.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, that also hits.
That needs some investigating.
It does. It really does.
The dog sniff sound actually has so many uses.
Stop! It's driving.
I love it.
But
okay,
that's a story for not on the air.
Yeah.
Back to what we were saying. So let me say a few things about cleaning your fursuit. So one, if it smells bad, it's dirty. Two, you don't want it to get to the point that you have to clean it. So think bacteria is bad smell, and germs equal bacteria, and alcohol kills germs. That's what I want you having in your head when you're like, so right when before you put on your hand paws, hand sanitizer. Before you put on a bodysuit, deodorant again. Put deodorant on your armpits. Put it in your ass crack. Put it on your boob sweat. Put it on your neck. I'm dead ass serious.
Quick note about the ass crack thing. 1, use a different stick. 2, do not use the spray.
Use the spray deodorant on your ass. Oh my God.
Made a horrible mistake one time.
I gotta use the Vine boom again. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say.
Okay, I'll get my hand off the soundboard now. But yes, I have 2 sticks.
It's gotta be a stick. Don't spray.
Gotta be a stick, dog. Send it. So change your socks at least twice. Every time you take off your feet paws, you have to change your socks. And here's the thing. If your fursuit is wet, spray it with alcohol while it's wet. You do not want your fursuit to dry with the bacteria on it. You kill the bacteria before it dries.
Yes.
If your fursuit is dry, like if you peel off your fursuit and you're super tired and you want to go to bed and you're like, I'll clean it tomorrow, don't wait. Do it while it's wet and then it'll dry clean. If it's already dried, it's too late. Now you're just covering up bad stink.
Yes.
Yeah, you want to do it where like, what am I trying to say? You want to like deep clean the shit out of your suit before and after the con, and then bring stuff for light cleans during the con. Maybe have somebody that has like a green machine or something just in case something catastrophic happens. But like, yeah, because if you clean it before the con, you're going into this with a fresh suit. By Sunday, you can take all the precautions. it's still gonna get a little stinky. Like you're still gonna have some gamer gunk, let's say. So you want to clean it as soon as you get home.
Gamer gunk.
Did you guys used to get those commercials on YouTube where it was like, "Oh, the fucking this will clean the gamer gunk," and it's like
I know you're talking
cleaning off
no,
the keyboards
Jesus.
and like controllers. Dude, it's a real thing. Like, and it's not the gunk you're thinking of, Ruby. It's like shit from your hands, just like gets on your fucking keyboard.
Yeah,
like, dude,
wording.
Okay. Anyway, back to the topic.
Phrasing.
Yeah, just fucking. God damn it. Okay.
We're going at it today.
What am I trying to say?
What's going on today?
we're all just weirdly horny right now.
Dude, it's because that's another thing before the con, everybody. You get weirdly horny.
You also get tested.
Yes, you do. Any orgies you're going to, get tested.
Yeah, talking about piping at the cons, you want to make sure. I would highly suggest protection.
Yes.
I know.
I would insist, in fact.
Yeah.
I would insist as well. Even if you think you know the person super well, you don't want to have a con story that you regret.
Yeah.
I don't fucking want to hear it. I've heard it too many times from jackasses. They're like, but it's the condoms just I can't. No, you can. You fucking can't. And it's way fucking safer.
Well, see,
just
like
do it.
Like TMI, but like I have
you
trouble.
and Argo together.
Oh yeah, but like, you know, I have trouble doing stuff when I'm wearing protection, so I don't. Like, I just don't do the stuff. Not that I don't use protection. I just don't do the stuff, you know? Because, like, if I can't wear protection and I don't know for absolute certain that they're clean and I'm clean, I'm not going to do it. Like,
yeah.
So I have trouble with it, so I choose not to do it. Not like, oh, I can't wear condoms. Let's just do it without it. You know, that sort of deal. Like, no. If somebody tells you, oh, I can't use protection, I can't keep it up, like, let's just go without, baby, it'll be fine. Like, do not, especially if you're getting bad vibes, and especially if you are, like, absolutely certain you want to use protection and they're trying to coerce you out of it, do not.
Oh, that's such a massive red flag.
That is a huge that's the biggest, like, that's a huge red flag.
Yep.
Is if they're like, oh, well, I know you wanted to use protection, but I have trouble with it, ooh, woo, let's do it without, like, run. Do not.
Yeah. I don't care how down bad you are for this person. You do not want to have to come leave AC and then deal with an STI or for some a pregnancy because you just let things slide.
Yeah.
The whole point and one of the biggest things about our fandom is responsibility, and this is the big separation.
Yes.
You want to be responsible. You want to be an adult. You want to have the sex with a bunch of people. Do it responsibly.
Don't do it at all.
Consent is sexy.
Yes.
Condoms are sexy. Getting tested is sexy.
Yep. I'm gonna say no on that because they draw your blood, and I'm scared of needles. But it is necessary.
Or like the nurse outfit though, like ayo.
Hey.
Bro, if somebody walks in with like a sexy nurse outfit, she's like, I'm gonna take your blood now. I'm getting out of there. She does not have her medical license.
That is true. That is true.
I need to like.
But if she says, I'm here for a sperm donation.
Maybe I'll stay.
Whoops, I dropped my needle.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Let me pick it up.
I'm just gonna give you a little prick.
Help me, stepbrother, I'm stuck.
Oh
God.
What is wrong with us today?
Woo! Hey, you know what? It's fine because there's a big portion of this. This is talking about pride, trans stuff, pride stuff, and it's still June, true. So it's fine.
It's still June.
Happy Pride, everybody.
This episode is going to be a mixture. I think, personally, I don't know what we're going to do for the next episode, but I think we should even go harder into con etiquette.
Yes.
Because we didn't really talk about con etiquette, and this episode would be coming out on Friday, so I mean, it's still kind of valid.
Yeah. This is the appetizer to the entree that is next week's episode.
Because I know
I'm gonna write
really want to talk about con etiquettes.
Yeah,
I do. I wanted to. We should. Oh my God, we should still do that, Solus. We should still make a con etiquette video.
Yeah, because I think next Monday.
If okay.
I think it'd be great.
Con etiquette video. Sorry,
I have always
like.
I have always wanted to make
just
a.
Like an actual video.
Like Bark Bark Meow could do it, but I'd want it to be a separate video, not like a podcast where like I film my fursuit friends doing con etiquette the right and the wrong way. Because I feel like a lot of new people came into the fandom after 2020, and a lot of old people left, and like there was this verbal communication of what is right and what is wrong in con etiquette, and it used to just be passed down verbally, but I feel like there was this disconnect around that time. I've met younger furries who don't even know that fursuiters are supposed to get like first pick of the elevators, and then I've even met people who are like, I'm not waiting for somebody in a fursuit to go before me, and I'm like, oh, like if you're partialing, it's also polite to just take off your head because you can wait. But if you're like literally stuck in a full suit and you can't get your head off, then yeah, let that person go to their room first.
Fuck that. I use the fursuit head line when
I think it's
partial.
like. I think
but
it's
I
like
partial hard, Ruby.
That's what I'm talking about with con etiquette. These are just ways to be polite to your fellow like you can get overheated in partial too. I'm saying if you're not overheated, it's polite to use the regular line.
Yeah.
But you can be too hot.
Yeah.
And that's something that there's you it's not fair to judge people if they need to get up to their room now or not. So you never question it. But then people were kind of abusing it, and now it's this like there's a lot of little con etiquette things that are like that. I'm just using that one as an example, and I would love to make a video about it.
I make YouTube videos. If you come to AC, we could record something. Ooh.
I would love that. Here, let me. I twittered it.
You Twitter.
I could be a cameraman too because I can't really walk right now. I don't even know if I'll be able to fursuit.
Tweeted? You mean?
What?
You tweeted? You said twittered it.
I twittered it. It's fine. It works.
Oh, dude. Okay, I was checking for Ruby's thing. Have you guys seen all the Dr. Disrespect stuff?
Oh, it's great.
Dude, his own gang company just cut ties with him.
Good. That motherfucker needs to burn. I've known for so long he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been more or less, I'm pretty sure, transphobic for sure, and homophobic and all that shit. He's not been a good person for a real long time, and he just finally is getting called out for it. Like, the incident was alleged, at least.
Yeah, but
and I don't put it past that.
His company also doing a because they did an investigation into it, and then they cut ties with him. So
I mean, did you see his responses to it?
I haven't seen his responses.
His responses were, we went through. It was like it was the wording that made it really bad because at no point in time did he ever use the words "I never sexted that minor."
Oh boy!
And all of it was really, really wishy-washy language. Where it was like, no wrongdoing was found. But he could never see the words "I didn't do it," and that right there is like the big red flag.
Do you remember?
What's the cover up here? Something happened to where they're not claiming you, or they're not forcing it to say that it actually happened. But you not being able to say "I didn't do it" is a worse thing.
Yeah, Ruby, do you remember when Dr. Disrespect got banned off Twitch?
Yeah.
It's alleged that it was because he was sexting a minor and was planning to meet up with them at TwitchCon.
Yep.
Oh my
God.
Oh
yeah.
I honestly really don't put it past that guy.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I had to go through the Ryan Haywood tragedy.
Dude, it's insane. Anyway, very off topic. Sorry, I was
I was searching on Twitter. At PureRubyDragon con. How do you spell etiquette?
Oh, fuck, dude.
ETTI. Is it two T's? Or what?
I think it's two T's.
TTIQUETTTE.
IQUE.
No, ETT to start. Etiquette is, ETT. IQUETTTE.
I spelled it so wrong.
If there's maybe one too many T's. I'm not sure. I'm not Googling this right now.
Dude, fucking iMessage is giving me no results found. I'm spelling it so wrong.
Keep all this in. Keep us trying to spell it in the episode.
E-T.
Oh, it's one T.
IQUETTE.
Yeah. Damn it.
Okay, so if I go to myself and I search
etiquette.
Yeah, search.
You've probably never spelled that word correctly, Ruby.
I'm actually thinking I'm pretty sure I searched how to spell it though before I posted it because I was asking people like etiquette advice.
Hate to be a dick, but like you've literally also said you've looked up how to spell the word and still misspelled it.
Okay, I did say it. I said I want to make. This was at May 2023. I want to make a list of furry con etiquette guidelines. We missed like 3 years of cons and apparently lost some traditions that are usually word of mouth. Post your recommendations below, and I got a lot of good results.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So what we could do, and this is what I was thinking, is we could do that for Monday. We could talk about it on the podcast, but we can do an alternative video where we actually do what you want to do, Ruby, and we can also reference that video. And like if that video hasn't come out yet, we can always just like retroactively put the link in the description later.
And I get to use you guys for content on my own channel.
That's right. We can post it on your channel.
And then 17,000 people will see it. We're almost up to 17,000.
Oh, wow. Yeah. You're up to almost 17K.
Yeah. Sorry.
If only they would come over here.
I know. I am going to mention Bark Bark Meow in my episode this week.
By the way, guys, I have a podcast. That's you now. That's you, Misha.
Yeah. By the way, I've been running this podcast with my friends for about a year now.
I do want to say...
That is actually next episode, too.
Yeah. Editing Gary put the tweet back on the screen. Ruby did spell etiquette right, but they said I want to make a list if furry convention etiquettes instead of. So
I spelled etiquette right though.
You did so well.
Remember, I specifically looked up how to spell etiquette.
You put all of your energy in spelling etiquette right, and then
it's what it takes to spell a word like that.
You like got done with that and were sweat, and you're like, oh. Okay, well,
dude, yeah, I'm like the gif of the dude at the console, like sweating balls.
Right, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, offhand, I added an extra T, so I would have been wrong.
Oh, dude, I was so... It was like, how do we spell etiquette? I just immediately tuned out, dude. I didn't even have a guess to fathom, man.
So I think we should do that for next episode, so that'll be really cool. But I wanted to finish off this episode, because we were talking more about... taking care of yourselves. Let's go ahead and mention at the end of the episode the great 6-2-1 rule. It's a really good rule to live by. It's like a basics needs kind of thing. 6 hours of sleep, 2 meals a day, and at least 1 shower.
621 showers.
I go by this rule by 6 showers a day, 2 hours of sleep,
nope,
and 1 meal.
Nope. I like the first part. But
you should try to go for the 6-2-1, the 6 hours, 2 meals, one shower a day. I typically, if anybody ever asks me about like what you should do to take care of yourself at a con, I say, and it's really interesting, when you get to a con and you're really going hard, you'll understand what I mean. Listen to your body. Those eggs are leaking. Go take a seat. Go get your friends and go sit down somewhere.
Did anyone else hear eggs?
I also heard eggs. Anyway,
I understood. Eggs leaking. I was like, dude, your eggs leaking? I was like, whoa!
Your legs are aching? Take a seat. Go rest them. If you're hungry, go get some food. Even if it's like having a granola bar, man. Just to tide you over till a meal.
I was going to mention that, yeah.
Drink more water than you think you should, especially at Anthrocon.
Yes.
It is an interesting thing. It's just fucking listen to your body. You're starting to feel a little lightheaded and woozy. It's time to find some shade. It's time to find a place to sit down. If you have to sit down on the ground, it sucks. Do what you got to do. Because again, the worst case is pushing yourself too hard, passing out, falling, hitting something, fucking end up in a hospital for your stay. Not worth it. No fun. No bueno. Let us have a good time, and that means taking care of yourself at the basic level.
Yes.
Do drugs responsibly.
Well, yes, if you're gonna, it's gonna happen. So
do not bite anyone's finger off.
If you're planning on, go ahead.
Have an out, meaning having a person that knows what you're doing and where you're at, or what generally you're at, and make sure
have a sober babysitter.
Yes,
you don't have to. I mean, I would like that, but the good news, like, make sure you have somebody that knows that you're doing the things so that you can text them.
Yeah,
you don't have to be sober. Like, if I'm ever babysitting a group of friends that I know are doing substances. Like I'm like, cool, I'm gonna get like pretty drunk, but like I
handle things.
Right, I can still drive. Like like that.
Well,
like
it's more like in a disaster, like I can call 911 and I'm gonna be able to, or like I'm gonna be able to like handle a crisis.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna have a few drinks, but I have a limit tonight because I'm taking care of other people.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing. Whenever
don't drink and drive, kids.
That too. Yeah. Whenever we would like have parties with my old roommates, like we always made sure, like, hey, if you need somewhere to stay, if you're drunk, you can crash on the couch, you can crash anywhere. Have a plan of where you're going or what you're doing, because like you don't plan on like driving home afterwards. Well, this is AC, so like you'll probably just stumble home, but like have somebody to go with, especially considering you're going to be in a city that you don't know. Always have somebody you're walking with, especially the darker it gets, because like
yes, that is huge.
Especially
I actually want to bring up
gets,
this. Can I bring up my own personal experience?
Yeah, just like the darker it gets and the more substances, whatever it may be, you're planning on doing, always plan on having 2, maybe 3 people with you.
Well, it's really fun to go out to the riverfront and get a little drunk or high.
So I've heard. Yeah,
it's a vibe out there. But so and this happened in 2019, which actually since 2019 the riverfront's gotten even more popular during the nights. But in 2019 it was a completely unrelated incident. But I'm pretty sure I was out walking during this. I believe I was walking my at the time girlfriend to their hotel. But we heard some pops. It was an unrelated incident. But very unfortunately, at a bar in downtown Pittsburgh, some rando shot some gunshots off at a bar at a couple individuals. None of them were attendees. It was all like locals. They were in a bar. Somebody got up, did something, said something, and a guy shot a couple shots. And it was definitely scary because I got back to my hotel room and I'm seeing posts about gunshots and realized I was only maybe 2 blocks from it.
What year was this? Because I vaguely remember that.
2019.
Oh, okay. I think of a different incident then.
It was, at the time, and there's a lot of lack of information in the time, as it's happening.
Yeah.
Because at the time it was like, was it attendees? Was it not attendees? Was this a motivated thing or not? No, it ended up being just like a bar fight or something happened between locals. And that's a really big thing about Anthrocon is the local scene is like the restaurants really get behind us, and the little downtown areas got banners for us for blocks, and the little downtown gets behind us. But yes, when the sun goes down, shit can happen, and your number one defense against any bad things happening is not being alone.
Yes,
having at least another, if not a little group you're rolling with, even if they're not like your main group. Just being in that group and being able to get to your hotel or something, I highly suggest worst case scenarios is Ubering back to your place. It's just worth it if you got that. It just keeps you out of harm's way. There's like a 99% chance nothing's gonna happen. You just don't want that 1% to happen.
Yeah, you should always prepare. Don't sit there and wallow in anxiety about that 1%, but have a plan. Because I know my roommate especially, and myself when I'm not on my ADHD medication, we just tend to spiral when we think of, oh, what if worst case scenario happens? And then we just keep thinking about it, and we keep thinking about it, and we just, that thought does not go away. If you think about something where it's oh, what if, somebody jumps us, come up with a solution and then try your best and move on. Mentally. I know easier said than done, but sitting there and just losing sleep over something that, odds are is not going to happen, is not good for you. You should plan accordingly just in case, but it's just not a fun way to exist,
Right, and I don't want you to, and then that's why I was trying to describe it the way I was doing. It's I don't want to scare you into thinking you go to AC and now you're just going to stay in your hotel room the whole time because you're afraid to go out.
Exactly.
Don't do that. It's all about, anytime you walk out the door, anything crazy could happen. It's all about mitigating that and having plans for if things go down. And then again, in these kind of situations, number one thing is just having traveling with a group.
Yeah.
I walked from the Omni in 2019 every night, and I'm not gonna lie. There's a couple times I did it solo. I'm thinking back in retrospect, and I'm like, man, that's sketchy. I should not have done that. And I'm just lucky nothing bad happened. It sucks to say I'm lucky. In a perfect world, but it should be fine. But it's just way better to have somebody to go with.
Yeah.
And you're hanging out with friends at that point, so fuck it.
Yeah, that too. Well, even if you find another furry that's like heading back to the same hotel as you, if you don't have anybody to go with, just like,
God.
hey, can I tag along with you guys? And
Be
like,
cool. That'd be
What?
cool. Like that'd be a cool little app to have. Like a little need to walk back to my hotel.
Oh, it could be called Tag Along.
tag along. Oh my god, write that down.
We're copywriting that right now.
Cut that out of the episode. Trademark this right now before this episode airs.
Wait, this is one of the best. Bark Meow's app. Tag along. Travel back to your hotel safely.
Okay, see, like, I know we're joking, but like, this kind of cooks.
Actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this kind of cooks. Wait.
All right,
Like-
who do we know that can back end code something? This is not a very powerful app. This would not take a lot.
I'm on it. Not like me doing it, but like, I'm sure I could find somebody. Hell,
You
even
just
this
need to be able-
episode airing, one of the friggin' viewers are probably like, oh, I know how to do it. That's easy. And then boom.
And then it becomes a sound in the Discord also.
We just need to be able to protect the server information, and you just need to sign up and be like, all right, which hotel you're going to? Omni. Click. Okay, when do you want to go back? Now? Click.
There you go.
All right, this person
you
wants
just-
to go.
You just
Meet
walk
up.
each other back. Yeah.
Yeah, your service dog will be with you in 5 minutes.
Your blue-
GPS is.
Oh, you're Blue Husky 69. Let's walk back.
Oh, it could be called Walkies too.
Walkies. Oh my god. Wait. This is cooking. Hold on.
Go for Walkies.
Look, all we ask is if somebody takes this idea, like chip us in to. You have to subscribe to our Patreon.
No, if you take this
Subscribe to
idea,
our
I'm hitting
Patreon,
you with a
please.
hammer. If you take our idea, I'm hitting you with a hammer. This is our
Pretty
idea.
sure this is documented IP at this point. Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
But
About that. Yeah,
it'd be
that
kinda-
hammer specifically.
God, that would be a really cool idea.
Yeah, that'd be really beneficial too. Like, because you don't have to like say exactly what room you're going to. You just need to say the hotel. So like, anybody like, I guess, popufers that don't want people knowing what room they're in, like, they could just be like, oh, I'm at the Omni. Two people walking together. Because like, I know some people are pretty like skittish about letting random people know what hotel room they're in. Hell, I'm probably gonna be skittish about it, even though I don't feel like I'd be in any danger. I just don't want strangers knowing where I'm sleeping, But like, yeah, so you could just be like, I'm at this hotel. Boom. You both walk there, you both walk back. And like, if something unfortunate happens, it's documented who you were with.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. Because people are like, well, what if they use that to set up an ambush? That shit's documented.
Yeah, it's
Like
documented who you were with. Because like,
the app would be set up to where you have to have that all to sign up for an account. We'd have the documentation, so that it just
Exactly.
be like, oh, this person never made it back. Oh, we see on the news this happens. Okay, well, we have evidence that these are the last people they were with.
yeah,
and then-
because like, I would assume
you're
when you sign up, you would probably need like your legal name, but it would only show the name you would want to see. Because like, I wouldn't want to sign up for a thing that like displayed my legal name, even if it was like, yeah. So, but I would be willing to sign up for something that I had to put in my legal name, but it only showed a fake name,
Right. Absolutely.
'Cause-
No, I would too. I actually like the second I said that, I was like, I want this actually. I kind of really
Yeah,
want
this isn't a bad idea.
Because no, I'll be honest. There's times where I'm out a little bit too late, and a lot of my people are either unreachable or not out, and I do walk alone, and I take a chance every time I do that, and I don't want to.
Yeah.
God, I would be so down to just walk back with somebody, some random stranger. I will pick up a conversation.
Exactly. And
Damn.
subscription would be $6.99. No, I'm kidding.
69.
$69 a year. We have
Nah,
three
we do it
notifications
free
on
and just
Patreon.
put ads on it.
Yeah.
$69 and oh my god, but it's just like Bad Dragon ads.
Oh, I mean, we'll take ads from anybody.
Not Amazon.
Okay.
Boo.
Anybody except Amazon.
Except Amazon.
Amazon just no. What happened is Amazon would hit us up and be like, "Hey, can we buy that app?"
I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, Google wants to buy
No.
Google wants to buy tag along.
Okay, if Google wants to buy it, sure. Oh, you know what we got? You know what we should use for the app, guys? AI is the future.
Oh my god, yes, I hear that. That way we won't have to hire any artists or any or programmers or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna make so much money.
We're joking. We're joking. This is a joke for anyone out there. We are
could
joking.
make a coin.
We could.
Oh my god. Okay, let's drop the tag along app. Let's make
tag along.
You know,
you have to purchase our coin to use in the app.
Yes.
We'll call it Pibble Coin.
Okay,
Kibble
wait a minute.
Coin. No, not wait a minute on that.
No, we're kidding. We're kidding.
No, we're still kidding.
Not about the app though. That kind of cooks, but like
the app is cooking.
All right.
I'm trying to think. Anything we want to tie this off with? I said that the 621 rule, Fursuit maintenance.
621 rule. Always drink water.
Actually,
granola bars are a godsend.
Basically an emergency contact every night you're out and about.
Yes. Have an emergency contact. Have
God,
somebody.
it's so important.
Yeah, I would say have somebody who will almost always know where you are or supposed to be. Because like Argo's gonna know, like, hey, I'm off to do the bark meow stuff.
I plan on actually using you and like Argo a lot for that kind of shit.
Yeah. Throw us a message, and then if we don't hear from you, we're like, hey, what the fuck?
Do not trust me as your emergency contact. Don't
Ruby would be like, all right, I got you, and it's like, Ruby, where are you? And they're like, yeah, I'm in.
My GPS is like in the ocean.
It's such an interesting thing because Ruby, it's one of those things where if I called Ruby and Ruby answered, and I'm like, I need you, you'd be there.
Be there in a heartbeat.
You have to answer.
I have to answer. Yes, exactly.
It's like you're such a strong.
I'm like, I gotta go, and I drop anything I'm doing. But if I don't answer, you're fucked.
All right. In the comments down below, leave us some comments if there is something we didn't address or something we.
Are you going to AnthroCon? If you're not, what's your next convention?
Yeah,
we can do both of those things. We definitely want to see those. I think we're at the end of this episode though.
I
gotta go ice my leg.
Drink plenty of water. Make sure to clean your suit before and after the con. During the suit, use Fursuit spray. I feel like that's personally okay. Don't be silly. Wrap your willy. Stay hydrated. And yeah, just be safe. Always have a friend who knows where you are. And if you're going to do substances, do so responsibly.
All right. I got the Patreons up here. I can read them off.
You want to read them? Yeah.
It's a list now. It's getting there.
So everybody, when I read the Patreons, we have some euros. There's a big list now. Wow.
Yeah, it's getting pretty big.
Very appreciative.
I have dyslexia. If I mispronounce your name, I can't read. Okay, so thank you, Tyler Stocy. Thank you, Little Man. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Ambrion. Thank you, Tanuki. Thank you, Naz. Thank you, Zombie Brains. Thank you, Bogey Bravo. Thank you, P. Thank you, Loria Fia. Thank you, Simply Lego. Thank you, Landon Yeen. Thank you, Skaymore.
Sycamore.
Thank you, Sycamore. Thank you, Bowie Barks. Thank you, Heartless Hero. Thank you, Pit the Badger. Thank you, Rays. Thank you, Theo Firefox. Thank you, Coraline R. I always get this one wrong!
Yeah, you actually got that one right.
Oh, did I? Nice.
Yeah,
Thank you, Kai. Thank you, Quint. Thank you, Carnelian Fox. Thank you, Steam Pony and Ankara.
It was Carnelian that
you got Carnelian right too.
You got it right.
Yeah, look at me. I'm moving up in the world.
I was dying to hear you somehow fuck up P.
Ruby.
I sure fucked up Sycamore though.
Thank you to
But also props to saying thank you to every single one of them too.
You did. I dropped that because it's been taking a long time.
We'll throw it in there when we can. Special thanks to Simply Lego, Landon Yeen for being our top Patreons.
Yeah.
You are executive producers.
Yes, executive producers. Thank you, Pip the Badger and Carnelian for being our superstars. And everybody else I already said thanks to.
They've been here a bit, yeah. We got some staple members. And you know what?
It's been about a year, so we're coming up. We'll have to mention that next episode. But yeah.
Thank you to the what's the name? What's it called when someone's like always in your chat? The staple, not the staple.
Oh yeah.
The regulars.
The regulars. Thank you to the regulars.
I like calling them regulars, especially because like we're in a cafe, so they're our regulars.
Yeah. We got your guys' orders memorized by now.
We do. You come in. I know you want that iced macchiato to go.
Oh, you like that green matcha?
Iced caramel macchiato, baby. That's my go-to.
Instead of
you like your Earl Grey? Okay.
Oh, dude, have you ever tried a London Fog though?
I haven't.
No, I don't.
I actually just brewed. I've been trying to cut coffee, so I went to tea, and I just tried Irish breakfast.
How was
London
that?
Fog is a tea.
London Fog is a tea, yeah.
Yeah, it's a tea latte.
Oh.
Yeah, so maybe that could be worth a try.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'm keeping coffee because it's a good way to start.
Oh god,
the day.
I need it.
Yeah,
thanks.
right.
I'm not giving up alcohol or coffee. Sorry.